So if you're done doing your sand or your seashell project, then I'm going to have you get a small watercolor paper would be up on the counter. And what we're going to do is a jellyfish. So you're going to get your pencil, and this part you're going to draw very, very lightly. So I'm going to start probably about halfway down my paper. I'm going to do like a semi-circle, almost a full circle, but not quite, like this. And then I'm going to bring up like a curved line, almost like an arc. Okay, and then I'm going to make kind of a flatter line down here on the bottom. Up here at the top, I'm going to make a curved line coming up here like this. And then I'm going to add like a teardrop, another teardrop, and then another teardrop like this. From here, then, I'm going to go from this curved line, make a line coming down like this, curve it down again, start curving it down the other direction, like so. I'm going to add a few dots coming in here. Like this. And again, you don't want to make these super, super dark. All right, now the inside part of the jellyfish is kind of like this crazy, swirly kind of mess like this. So I'm just going to do a bunch of little swirly kind of things. And then the outside part are those tentacles that kind of come down like this. And I'm just going to make them straight, coming out, maybe crisscrossing each other. Because when you do that, again, it gives it that sense of space when you do that, what we keep talking about. All right, now from there, I'm going to take my wan, and I'm going to go around all my lines. You might want to do this kind of so maybe like working top to bottom or left to right, whatever you need to do to make sure that you're getting all of your lines drawn. If you go over some of them more than once, that's fine. Doing all my dots now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go in and do all my swirly crazy mess here in the center. This part is a little thicker. And then I'm going to do these nice free, flowy kind of lines coming out like this. Okay. Now I can go ahead and paint. I'm going to do my inside, because I want to do my outside like the blues and the purples. So I think my inside I'm going to do kind of red in here, so I'm going to get my, ooh, that's bright, my watercolor, and I can go ahead in. Now you can tell right here that I forgot to do those lines on there because that did not resist at all. So I didn't go dark enough with that. I missed that part over there. That's okay. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow coming over here as well on this side. Mixing it in. Like this. Now, I'm going to start adding some salt to this right away because it's still a lot of water on here. If it starts to dry, this step is not going to work so well. So I'm opening up my salt packet and I'm just going to start sprinkling it like this. And you see how it's starting to give this really cool kind of crystallized effect on there. And I'm going to go in here with the red and do this part here on the inside like this. So, doing my background. So I'm going to go blue. And again, make sure that when you add the water paint, that you're rinsing your brush each time so that you're not getting them mixed up. Don't want the blue to getting or the material start getting all green. See the yellows over here the side, and when it hits you actually do get a nice green. But you don't want your load to get all green, or your orange to get all nasty. Make sure rinse your brush, go into the next color. I did a nice area here. It's still wet, so what I'm going to do is go in my salt again, and I can color color. Make this a little here. Maybe a little purple, and now you see that the can is really this area here. I got a little bit more salt area. You can turn your paper if you need to. Yeah, let's move over this direction. I'm going to put a little bit of green coming this way. I love this turning here. So I'm going to add some more green coming out a little bit. You want sure that you put too much colors now. So you have, let's say, red like over here, and put green over because then you're going to get kind of color. Okay. If you have orange down, you don't want to put a lot of blue next to it because again you get this brownish kind of color. And here, and I haven't painted for a bit of time. I'm going to go in with this, sprinkle a bit. And this will be like a even. And raising the brush each time I go in. Here, towards the bottom. Okay, now I got this dry here. I'm going to let it dry because I want to go over it with some red when I come over top of it to get like the red back in. And I think I want to go in with a little bit of blue in here as well. So this is pretty wet here. So I'm going to just take my paper towel and bring this back just a little bit so that I have some more to work with. I really dry my brush. I'm going to go back in and add in just a little bit of blue coming in here like this, just to do some separation. And I'm going to come in here and blot this too a little bit so I can go back in with the red. I'm going to dry my brush, and then I can go back on and get these drawn in as well. Okay, and they're going to bleed a little bit. And now I'm going to go back over again with the rest of my salt. And I'm going to put this on the drying rack, and we'll see what we get tomorrow after it's all dry.